Guten Morgen, Junges und Mädchens. Ich bin Kevin und das ist Nerds zum Thema. And today I'm bringing you the news for October 21st through the 28th. So with no further ado, let's get into it.
Ready? Pick it up now! With the nerds, we're all talking. With the nerds, we're all talking. With the nerds, we're all talking. With the nerds, we're all talking.
It burns so good. What's going on, everybody? You like that little surprise there in the beginning with the whole German thing that I had going on? Yeah, so unlike literally everyone I have ever known who took Spanish or French in high school, I elected to take the wonderful Slavic language of German. And it throws everyone off, and also pisses a lot of people off, the fact that I don't understand what they're saying when they speak to me in Spanish. No habla español. I'm sorry. So anyway, yeah, does it feel like literally everything I've been talking about lately seems to have dropped this week? I mean, we got some tasty news, don't get me wrong. I mean, yum, yum, yum. But seriously, like, Chilling Adventures of Sabrina dropped. Castlevania Season 2 dropped. We got, what else came out? I know Seven Deadly Sins. Season 2 came out on Netflix. Yeah, dude, it's insane. It's like, it's almost like I should have expected this to happen, especially since, like, I talk about this all the time. And I've been doing this podcast for, 12 weeks now, I think? Yeah, this is the 12th week. This is episode 21? Yes. This is episode 21 of Nerds on Topic, Not News, episode 11. Yeah, oh no, 12. 11? 12? I don't know anymore. I'm lost. Dazed, confused. Is anyone out there? Is anyone listening? Probably not. So I'm going to continue talking anyways. How's everyone doing? I say to myself as I sip on a cup of coffee in the middle of a empty room with nothing but my cat. Yep, I don't live a depressing life at all. So I've been, having fun lately. I've been, playing games, doing a shit ton of research, trying to overcome every existential crisis that comes my way. Eat. That's a very important thing I forget to do on occasion. Yeah. What was I even talking about before? Oh, yeah. By the way, I fell off of Inktober. I feel really bad about it, too. Like, I've been wanting to keep up on it, but literally everything else has been, like, just butting its head into my business. So, sadly, I'm a little bit behind on that, as in I'm not going to be doing it anymore. Other than that, let's see. I'm going to start opening commissions for artwork. So if you guys want to get anything drawn by yours truly, or have any projects you want me to work on for you, shoot me a DM on either Instagram or email the podcast at nerdsontopic@gmail.com, and we can work something out. Little plug right there in the beginning. So yeah, that's all fun, wonderful, exciting news. I've been watching, or I should say I watched the first 3 episodes of the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, and it's actually really good. I'm actually planning on doing a YouTube video. I know I said that last time for Titans. I figured out what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing the 3-episode rule, where I'm going to watch the first 3 episodes of a new series, take extensive notes on it, throw in my own opinions, and then discuss, what I thought about the whole thing, how I feel like the series would move on from there, and if I continue actually watching it or not. So I'm going to start doing that. I'm not exactly sure when I'm going to do that. I've already taken all my notes and written up a kind of sort of loose script for the first episode, which is going to be on the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. But yeah, so look forward to that kind of stuff in the future. I'd also like to take a second right now to talk about the Podcast Builders League and Eli and Jacob from Art and Jacob Do America. Thank you guys so much for like the help and support you guys have given me. A lot of this, me continuing on, has been thanks to you guys. So let's actually get into the news now. I guess that's what you guys are here for in the first place anyways. So for those who are new here, every week I go in and look through every, interesting news article that I can find on geek culture and nerd culture and wrap it all up in this pretty little bow where I go through movies, TV, games, comics, anime, and manga, and present it to you so you don't have to go through an entire week's worth of news, and you can just sit back and relax and sip on a cup of coffee like I am right now. And while I might not be drinking Driftaway anymore, one of my buddies actually brought me a little pound of this coffee from, what is it, like Kicking Horse, I do believe it's called, and the name of the blend is Kick Ass. It's kind of funny. It's got a little bit of a musky scent to it, very earthy, smoky. It's really interesting. It's a dark blend, dark roast, I should say. And like it's really got a mellow flavor to it. It's really good. Goes good with cream. Then again, everything goes good with cream, unless. Did one not go good with cream? I don't remember anymore. My life is slipping away. Anyways, on to the news. And we start off, as we do every week, with movies. Let's see. Co-founder of Pixar and current president of Disney and Pixar Studios, Ed Catmull. Catmull? Anyways, Ed has announced that he is retiring. He's going to be staying on for a little bit as a supervisor because there is so far not a successor for the throne of the studio. This will be the first time in forever that Pixar has not had one of the founding members as part of the company. So it's interesting to see what will happen from here on. Maybe we'll be entering a new form of renaissance, or maybe we'll be entering a dark times. Who knows? Stuff like this has happened in the past. Speaking of Disney, Disney is currently talking about rebooting the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, and has been looking at the writers of Deadpool to start that project. That'll be interesting. I don't really think we need another Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. I think that everyone will forever look on at the original one that we have kind of finished right now, with Jack Sparrow played by none other than Johnny Depp himself as a true classic. So anything I feel like they'll make from now on will just be compared and considered subpar. Just keep with Jungle Cruise, guys. That'll be interesting and new, and you got a good good lead on that. But speaking of Deadpool, Marvel Studios' 2020 film slate has added, or I should say announced, sort of, kind of, 2 movies that they're adding to the slate, which are Black Widow and The Eternals. So, for those who don't know what the Eternals are, they are originally a Jack Kirby creation, one of the most iconic legends in comic books ever, right next to Stan Lee. And, he created them as a kind anyways, it's Jack Kirby creation. That's all you really need to know, because shit gets really complicated, because Jack Kirby likes to make things complicated. Just look at the Fourth World Series. Then, let's see. It looks like the plot of the movie, so far, the idea is that it's going to take place millions of years ago, with the Celestials making mutants from humans which also ends up creating deviants, which, if those who don't know anything about Thanos' backstory, would find out that Thanos is actually a deviant of his own race from Titan. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. And on top of that, it will show the fight through time between the deviants and others with powers, and also follow the love story of Icarus and Circe. So that'll be pretty interesting to see where that goes. Yeah. I mean, I love Jack Kirby stuff, so it's always a big influence and like a big, what's the word I'm looking for? Key tone that it seems like Marvel's been adding into their movies lately, especially with movies like Thor Ragnarok, where almost everything looked like Jack Kirby just kind of threw up on a screen and was like, hey, I hope you guys like this. It's like Power Rangers meets my work meets Star Wars. And moving on from there, Del Toro and Netflix. A match made in hell, because both are amazing. Del Toro had been working on, or attempting to work on, a stop-motion adaptation of Pinocchio, but he hadn't really found a place to pick it up. And recently, Netflix, the wonderful people behind the streaming service, have contacted him and made a deal. So Del Toro is now working with Netflix to create a stop-motion animation, much like Mr. Fox, who they actually have some of the members of the animation team from Wonderful Mr. Fox working on it. But also, they got one of the script writers from, what was it? Over the Garden Wall. Fucking amazing cartoon series. If you guys have never seen that shit, it's like wonderfully dark and creepy, but also like child friendly, but totally not child friendly, because it kind of implies that people die a lot. And also just the beast and the lamp. Good stuff. But anyways, he got the help to write the script by Patrick McHale from Over the Garden Wall. Going on from there, Paramount got a clue. And there's nothing you can do because they are now remaking Clueless. Not a lot of information is known right now, but it is currently in pre-production, of course. Godzilla vs. Kong has new casting, as Alex Skarsgård has been added to the gang. Once again, everything about the movie right now is currently unknown, and we have no idea what he has been cast as, what he will be doing, or what the story will be. I'm excited to see where this is going, but while I'm talking about Legendary Pictures, they just did something very interesting I did not expect them to do, and hopefully they don't fail like literally everyone else who has ever attempted to do this has done before. Legendary Pictures has acquired the live-action movie rights for My Hero Academia, which is one of my favorite anime of all time, because superheroes and anime. Hopefully, I think there's, whenever I was reading through the articles, they said they're not going to be doing what every other anime series movie has ever done before and try to squeeze the entire story into a single movie, and mayhaps this will be a competing force for the wrecking ball that is the Marvel Cinematic Universe, to be led by a American company in Legendary with the Japanese influence of My Hero Academia, which is then once again influenced by America with superheroes, especially in the classic Golden and Silver Age. And also, I just imagine it being like a better version of Sky High, which Sky High was amazing. Don't get me wrong. I fucking loved Sky High. But like, My Hero Academia makes Sky High look like Child's Play. And I don't mean the movie Child's Play. I mean like just boring-ass Child's Play. So, going on from there, Wonder Woman 2 has been pushed back to 2020. I don't know what the reasoning for that is. I didn't really see anything about it. Then on top of that, the Grudge movie, the Grudge reboot, I should say, getting done by Sony has actually been moved forward 2 months to summer of 2019. So June 21st is the right now set premiere date. Wow, I blanked right there for a sec. And then Fox, which, yes, I know they merged with Disney, which makes this kind of a little bit better because they are currently working on a Mouse Guard movie. For those who don't know, Mouse Guard is a very interesting high fantasy comic book series that is, well, all about mice. Kind of like Secret of Nim, but not, you know? Not. Anyways, I'm looking forward to seeing that because fucking Mouse Guard is amazing. And like I did get more news for movies, but honestly, I feel like if I could just continue talking about movies for a while longer, I would never get to anything else because like, whew, there's been a lot of stuff lately. So I'm going to switch now over to TV. And let's just say, okay, so this got me really excited. I love Teen Titans. You all know I love Teen Titans. I even kind of like Teen Titans Go. I've been really enjoying the Titans series, the one from DC's streaming service, DC Universe. So far, it's only 3 episodes in. I'm excited for next week's episode because, woo, boy, we got Doom Patrol. I love Doom Patrol. Anyways, they dropped a teaser for Teen Titans versus Teen Titans Go. The little teaser was it starts off with Robin saying, "Let's show them what they really want to see," and then does a fusion kind of battle between the Titans theme song and the Teen Titans Go theme song, kind of ending just with this generic Teen Titans Go, and I'm so fucking excited. This kind of was hinted at a while ago at the Comic-Con whenever they showed the Titans versus Teen Titans mural that I kind of thought was just a joke, but apparently it wasn't a joke, and people heard, and now they want to see Titans versus Teen Titans, or Teen Titans versus Teen Titans Go. I just said Titans a lot. That was a lot of T's. Speaking of the DC streaming service, though, it looks like Harley found her Joker. Looks like she found her pudding, which is funny because she doesn't like pudding. If you ever read Heroes in Crisis, you will find that out. So it looks like DC has cast Alan Tudyk, who we all know as Wash, and also is cast as another DC character, Mr. Nobody, in I'm blanking, in Doom Patrol. So I wonder how much he's going to be doing for the DC streaming service, because now that he's Joker, which is very interesting, I can't wait to hear how he portrays the Clown Prince of Crime. Yeah. But yeah, he's playing 2 big villains. I'm excited. Gerald Prescott. Gerald Prescott is the latest in the Swamp Thing cast, as she has been selected to play the mystical Madame Xanadu. And I always loved the name Xanadu. I always said that if I got a little black kitten, I would name her Xanadu, which sadly I did not get a black kitten. I got a big fat, well, not fat, but I got a orange cat. And so I named him Orangey because he's orange and I'm basic and a weeb. Jeez, that every time I hear the word weeb now or otaku, I can't help but think of Anime Crimes Division on Verve. Oh man, it's so good. It's so bad. 2 seasons in, it's like only 9 episodes altogether, though. You guys should just go check it out. You can knock it out in an afternoon, and you will laugh your ass off the whole time. You damn wanna be a booze. Where was I? Madame Xanadu. Disenchantment, the animated series created by the one of the creators of Simpsons, just got picked up for season 2 by Netflix. I'm excited because it kind of got mixed reviews, and I didn't know if it was going to get picked up because Netflix has been canceling a lot of things lately, if you guys haven't been paying attention. So luckily that didn't, because I actually really enjoyed it. Speaking of that, though, Sabrina, the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, is getting a season 2 already, and it is filming right now. Going on from there, Atypical, a sitcom about an autistic boy who has an obsession with penguins in Antarctica altogether. Just got confirmed for season 3. It's actually a really fun show. I enjoy putting it on every once in a while, whenever, new episodes are out. But then we've got some bad news as American Vandal, which, if you guys don't know, is a mockumentary series that has 2 seasons out right now, where these guys go and help schools figure out who is fucking with everyone. The first one was who drew the dicks, and the second season is, what was it? The shit thief? Or the turd burglar. That's it. It was the turd burglar. It was some funny stuff. I enjoyed it. But other than that, it looks like it didn't do good enough for Netflix to pick it back up. CBS has actually just ordered something very interesting. So if you like comedy, and you like Rick and Morty, and you like Star Trek, you're going to love this. Because CBS just ordered a test for a Star Trek animated series written by Mike McCann of Rick and Morty. So fucking excited to see this shit. Oh my gosh. I love Star Trek, of course. I love Rick and Morty, so I cannot wait to see where they go with this. I wonder if they're going to use original characters or if they're going to use characters from the actual, shows or whatnot, because I can just imagine a lot of Spock and Kirk wandering around doing absolutely fucking nothing and just fucking up shit, and then, Kirk having sex with every living thing in the universe, because god damn is that guy a man whore. I just got really thirsty. Okay, and then the last little bit of TV news I've got going on right now. Season 2 of Cloak and Dagger has started filming, and will premiere in spring of next year. So 2019, of course, unless you guys are listening to this in the future and it has already aired. And hey, man, what'd you guys think of the pilot? It was pretty interesting. They got a lot more intense, didn't they? I think it's time to move on to games now. I'm going to take a quick break to pour myself a new cup of coffee. Hello, intrepid adventurers, and are you bored with your everyday life? Fear not, we have a solution. Come and check out our host, Kevin, at his Instagram, at Not Coffee. That's coffee with a K. Check out his art and see what's going on in the mind of our host. Who knows, you might just find a new thing that you can check out every day. Now we return back to our regularly scheduled program. Well, alrighty then, everybody. Welcome back. This is Nerds on Topic, and we're entering into the video game section. Okay, everybody. I got myself... Well, I should say I already drank most of it. Got my cup of coffee, and I am ready to start on video games. So, funny enough, right after I bought Jackbox Party Pack 4, they decided to release Jackbox Party Pack 5. Yup. So, it looks like I'm going to be behind a little bit on the Jackbox stuff again. Go away, fly. I'm currently being attacked by an aerial assailant, and I killed it. Ew. Where was I? Oh, yeah. So, couple days ago, they released Jackbox Party Pack 5 for Xbox, PS4, and Switch, and I think a couple other things. I don't know. Anyways, it's fun. I haven't tried the new one, but yeah, it looks good. Alien Pugs. Going on from there, Cellar Door has 2 games coming out for the Switch right now. It looks like a re-release of Rogue Legacy and Full Metal Furies. which will be coming out on November 6th. Pokemon Go has announced their November Community Day, which will fall on the 10th and will be all about the fire starter Cyndaquil. Yay! One of my favorite starters. Also, the Halloween event just started, and it's all dark and ghost Pokemon right now. On top of that, right now you're getting 2 times the amount of candy. Woo! I love candy. It helps get shit done. Now, if only it was double Stardust. Speaking of Nintendo mobile games, Dragalia Lost that I've been playing, because I was talking about it. I'm still playing it. It's kind of crazy. They've already had like 2 or 3 events like come and go within just days of each other, and it's like, okay, are you gonna give us time to actually do anything on these things? It's still fun, don't get me wrong. I'm just, slowly, ever so slowly, making my way through the story, leveling up, stuff like that. It's cool. I like the art and everything. The gameplay's simple. It's good. Oh, hey, I'm just gonna sit here for a sec, play this while I'm waiting for the bus, or while I'm waiting to finish my dump. But yeah, I just wanted to give a quick little update on that. Oh yeah, also Pokemon Go. So a Catholic group has released a Pokemon Go clone where people collect saints. Oh my gosh, it is wonderfully, terribly stupid. I haven't actually checked it out, but I just find it funny that they're so threatened by a video game. I just don't get it. Any hoozles. Blah, blah, blah. Shortlist. Oh, there we go. 2 more heroes have, well, not necessarily heroes, but 2 more characters have just been announced for the lineup of Jump Force, the Shonen Jump battle game. And it looks like we have City Hunters Rio and Kenshiro from Fist of the North Star. So I wonder if we're going to be able to watch Kenshiro and Goku go head to head, and then like if there's finishing moves that Kenshiro can do, just like pressure point and just make Goku's head explode. That'll be hilarious. I'm sorry, I'm just imagining the extremely gory scene of Goku looking around super confused, then Kenshiro just like, "You're already dead," and then just like Goku's head blowing up and blood everywhere. Not a whole lot of video game stuff, but I did get some tabletop stuff. So there is a very small amount of superhero tabletop role-playing games. I own like 2 or 3 of them. I own like Masks, The Next Generation, and I own Champions, I think. The DC version of, it looks like, where is it? I think Champions. It might not be Champions. I don't know anymore. It just says the DC Adventures Handbook. But there's that one, and now there is a new one called the Spectaculars. It's a more world-building, story-driven game, and it's on Kickstarter right now. It's a little over 1/3 way done, with like 2-3 weeks left on, like 3 or 4 weeks left on it, I should say. Go ahead, go check that out. Back it if you want. It looks super amazing, and I'm excited to see where it goes in the future. I have no idea what else the system is like, so I don't know if like the dice they use are, if they even use dice. Yeah, I love dice. Dice is nice. I like dice. I need more dice. I don't need more dice, but I always want more dice. Going on from there, Discover Lands Unknown is a very unique, very interesting board game where literally every single box comes with different pieces. So not every box is the same, which they say is to promote different individual stories for people who play the game, so they can always meet up and talk about what they had happen to them. well, it just hit the marketplace, and it looks interesting. I'm definitely going to check it out because I love me some board games. Speaking of board games, Fallout, the Fallout board game, just released a new expansion called Fallout New California, which includes, of course, more quests, more companions, more gear, and more. That just came out. And the last little bit of gaming news I have, a new anime-based tabletop role-playing game, Kamigakiri God Hunters, just came out, I do believe, or is about to come out. I forgot to write down that part. But it is a modern-day urban fantasy game with high Japanese mythology, with magical powers and all that whatnot. It looks super interesting, and I really want to check it out. I have not yet really found a good RPG based on anime to play. Like, I really want to play, what's it called? Ryutama, but I have not met a group that actually wants to sit down and do it. So, yeah. Any hoozles, that is the end of gaming, and now we get into anime. Convenient how I just kind of saved that last little bit of anime gaming news for the end of that, so I can transition pretty smoothly into the anime and manga news. Which, funny enough, like, I love manga and I love anime and I love trading card games. And like, of course, I just ended the tabletop section with an anime-based tabletop game, and now I'm going to start the anime section with a manga based around tabletop gaming. So more specifically, a manga based on Magic the Gathering. And not like the characters from Magic the Gathering, which has happened. There's like a whole manga out there about Chandra Nalar. It's a manga called... And this really got me laughing because it sounds like a light novel, first off. But it's also like a single turn, I can imagine, in a game called Destroy All Humans, They Cannot Be Regenerated. Which is like a wonderfully wacky name for a manga that is literally about people who just play Magic the Gathering in the 90s. I have yet to actually be able to read the one-shot that came out, which is what it started as. It started as a one-shot in a monthly Japanese magazine. And it kind of makes me mad because like I can't find it anywhere. And I really want to read the one-shot so I can get ready for the full series, which it just got announced they're doing a full series, and it starts in January. Thank you, birthday. Then a new manga being published by Square Enix's Gangan website, Akuma no Mama, which is... It sounds hilarious, and I really want to read it. It's about a little girl who summons a demon to be her mom, but the demon's also a man. It looks like it's going to be fun. It looks like it's going to be funny. Yeah. Then we have a very interesting bit of news for animation. Japan, China, and America are three-way tag teaming a interpretation of the journey to a journey to the West, which is of course a very classic Chinese mythology story. But like everyone's pitching in something. So America's pitching in a 3D animation team, while Japan's tossing in a character designer and writer for Sonic the Hedgehog, who's doing all the character designs for the movie. And then we have all the technological advancements of China being the basis in which everything's being made. I'm super excited to see where this goes, because it also low-key sounds like a really weird nerd joke. Japan, China, America all walk into an animation studio. Anyways, yeah. So that looks like it'll be pretty interesting. Then we got the Pocket Manga app will be releasing the Fairy Tail spin-off series that I announced a while ago. Fairy Tail City Hero. I have no clue what it's about because I have not been able to actually find a synopsis about it anywhere. And yeah, I think it comes out tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure. I don't remember. And of course, I take shitty notes, so why would I know? Um, anyways, I was told. Okay, so this next little bit of thing, I didn't know about this until like earlier this week. Apparently, it's a thing. Verve and Funimation are splitting up. So Funimation is leaving Verve, and in its place, Crunchyroll is in talks with High Dive, who will be joining the ranks of the channels provided by the streaming service, which is really interesting because I've been talking a lot about High Dive lately, especially with the English dubs they've been putting out or been getting getting licensed. So it looks like High Dive actually just got a new anime, Real Girl, which they will be starting tomorrow on October 30th. And that was the last little bit of anime and manga news I had. And I'm gonna continue on into the next segment because, like, I kind of want to talk about it in this one, but it's more of an American comic book thing, which is what this next segment is. Comics! Yay! So, as I do every week, I start the comic section off by reading off the most popular comics of the week from DC, Marvel, and then Image and other studios. I do like 5 to 6 comics per thing. And as always, I'm going to start off with DC because it is the best and alphabetical order. So we start off with Detective Comics number 991. We got The Flash number 57. We got Action Comics 1004. We got Wonder Woman 57. And finishing off DC, we've got Titans 28. Then for Marvel, we have The Amazing Spider-Man number 8, X-Men Red number 9, Star Wars, Dr. Aphra 25, Return of Wolverine 2, and Spider-Geddon 2. Following that, we have Image and other, indie studios, starting with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers number 32, Redneck number 16, Rat Queens 12, Die 4, and Exo Manowar 20. Woo! I love reading this stuff. It's so much fun. I love making fun of comic titles, but also I actually read some of these, and I have a lot of fun just making fun of them. Did I just say that? I feel like I'm repeating myself now. I don't know anymore. So I'm just going to go into the news. As always, I love getting my guilty pleasures into the show. And what bigger guilty pleasure do I have than Godzilla? Godzilla Aftershock, a prequel graphic novel to the King of the Monsters movie, so a sequel to the Godzilla 2014 movie, is getting published and supposedly has a monster unique just to this comic. I'm super excited. Can't wait to get my grubby little mitts on this because I love Godzilla, and I'm sure it's going to have a nice hardback cover. That'll look really nice on a shelf. My other big guilty pleasure, Dungeons and Dragons. IDW Publishing is putting out a new D&D comic, a new miniseries by the title Dungeons and Dragons Darkened Wish, which sounds fucking amazing. The artwork on it looks really interesting. It's only going to be 5 issues long and it starts in February, but it's got a story that follows a young wizard as she leaves and joins up with some people who are all supposed to grow up to be amazing warriors. So I'm interested to see where this goes, especially since it shows a Kenku on the front of it, and I don't know, Kenkus in 5th edition are kind of weird. I'm excited to see what they do with it. Jeff Johns and his interesting Shazam comic reboot that he's doing, which isn't really a reboot, is actually set up to finish what his new 52 introduction started, with Savannah and Mr. Mind talking. Mr. Mind is such an interesting character. I'm excited to see what they do with him. I know he's just a tiny little worm with a voice box, but everyone underestimates what he can do, and I do believe at one point he actually ate a universe. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Hungry caterpillar much? Geez, that's an old reference that literally no one's gonna understand. So I'm gonna continue on. Back in 2015, Marvel did a series of hip hop variant covers for their comics, featuring like they were based on classic albums, and they worked their superheroes and supervillains into the artwork and completely redid them. They were amazing. They were amazing. They were gorgeous, and apparently they were so well received that not Marvel Studios, but Marvel is now working with Urban Legends to release vinyl albums with the variant covers as the album sleeves. The first set they are going to be releasing is going to be 50 Cent's Get Rich or Die Trying, LL Cool J's Mama Said, I can't read the rest of it. It's like Knock You Out or some shit. And then GZA, Gaza's Liquid Swords. I've never even heard of this person. Yeah, so actually there was not a lot of comic book news this week, which kind of annoyed me. Like, I was getting ready to do all this stuff, and I'm sitting there, I'm like going over all my articles I had pulled up, and like, it's like nothing had updated for days for comics, which made me really sad. But yeah, that's everything I've got for the news this week, guys. I hope you enjoyed. It's time for me to do the shout outs like I do every episode. So remember, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Not Coffee. That's coffee with a K. You can follow the podcast on I really need to stop stumbling over this. You can follow the podcast on Twitter and Instagram at Nerds on Topic. You can follow my amazing DJ friend Swa, who does the theme music for the show and possibly anything else music related on the show, on all social medias at Swa Music. And you can contact me for anything you want to talk about for the podcast, any topics you want me to cover at Gmail, nerdsontopic@gmail.com. And yeah, go listen to some other amazing podcasts by people I know, like Eli's Blizzard the Wizard, and Eli's Not So Strange Show, I think the title is. It's really long, confusing title, but it's you can also follow Jacob and Art and Jacob Do America. They're pretty funny, featuring Dr. E.B. Costello. And what else? Anything else I need to pitch right here? No, I don't think so. Yeah. So remember, everybody, this is Nerds on Topic, and we are not the podcast you're looking for. Bye-bye.